Hey everybody, this is Kenzen. I hope you enjoyed the previous video you viewed on this TGN Underground first look at Dynasty Warriors Online. What you're going to be seeing now is how to get quests. I'm going to show you how to get 2 different quests, and then it's going to show you where to go to start the quest. So the first one here I'm getting from the barkeeper, and after I pick this rescue the daughter, he'll tell me what I have to do. And that pretty much, just says, yeah, my customer needs your help, his daughter got kidnapped, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. And now, we are getting another quest from the blacksmith. And what he's going to do is say, yeah, 200 iron weapons should be good enough, or 200 weapons should be good enough. And that pretty much tells you have to kill 200 people. And now, we're going to show you where to go. From the barkeeper, you're going to walk straight out, and, as you're walking, you can see other people walk in and out, and then you're going to turn to the right, and there is the clerk. You're going to click Execute Quest, pick the quest that you want, and hit Yes. And then, from the blacksmith, you're going to turn to the right, pretty much turn around and walk out, which is this way, so you turn around and run, turn to the right, and real quick turn to the left, and you'll be going to the East Plaza. And this is in Ma Chao's territory. So if you're in a different city, it's going to be different, but pretty much turn to the left, and there's the clerk. Which I accidentally hit quest, not execute quest. Which each NPC will give you a quest, and you can pretty much do them if you want to. Now we are going to load up the first quest, which is rescue the daughter. Now that I'm picking through my weapons just to see what I have, I'm deciding if I want to use my claws or one of my other weapons like the nunchucks, fan, and the cards. But I decided to, stick with the crescent blade. And I'm actually looking at the level ups on each one as well. And then I'm going to go down to my item and I'm going to pick my item. With the items, you get those at the beginning of the match, and each of them do different things. The one I picked is a flask with 3 upgrades already done, which the flask pretty much helps you increase your stats. With that said, your stats change in the middle of battle. You get flask as you kill the soldiers that are outside of the camps or bases, whatever you want to call them. The flask also help with when you're actually playing in PvP, which is very fun. I can't explain how fun that is, but we'll go over that in the pointless grinding part if we can get into a PvP battle. And Liquid Adhesive will be talking about that. What you just saw me do is I hit right bumper on the 360 controller, because that's how I'm playing, to upgrade my attack. 3 flask on this weapon upgrades the attack, 1 upgrades life, 7 is combos, and as you see here, I'm actually playing the game like you would play it on the 360. The only difference is I have to level my combos up in mid-battle instead of having them already unlocked. So it's kind of like, the old Dynasty Warriors where you have to level your weapon up by getting XP. But this time you have to do it in mid-battle with your flask, and you have to do it every time in each battle. What I am doing for this mission is I have to get to the lower left-hand corner of the map and make it so I take over the base first off, and that will rescue the daughter. That is what my first objective is. The second one is catch the bandit and defeat him if I can. Or bandit leader, sorry. The main problem with that is you have to go from the bottom left all the way up to the upper left and stop him from escaping. And as you see, I'm trying not to worry about the people that much, but whenever I get a good chunk of them surrounding me, I will still fight them. Now, the difference between attack and, as you just saw, damage, attack only is, if you up your attack, the only difference is you will do more damage to the people. If you up your damage, you will do more defense, or more attack against your siege weapons, your towers, and your wooden gates. That's what damage does. So you don't want to have a weapon and waste your upgrades on just, you know, say we'll have 2 on attack, 2 on defense, 2 on damage, and 2 on life. You're not specialized in one area, you're a jack of all trades, and most of the time that will not help you. And as you see now, what I do for these bases with captains in them and troops, run around a circle, get everybody behind me, and then I attack. I am also wanting to tell you, as you saw right before I entered the base, I picked up an item. Those can be found within those wooden boxes. And what you do with those is pretty much when you complete a mission, you get an item. The items are the things that I picked the 3 flasks from in the beginning of the level. And as you see, the only thing I had to do in this base is take over defeat 4 base captains, and then I won control of it. Now I am trying to run through the people. At first I think the level is done, then it says, oh, get up here and stop the bandit. But I continue attacking, trying to get some more flasks, so I can up, I believe, my defense. Yeah, my defense. Because I'm getting ready to fight the bandit leader if I get to him. What I'm doing now is pretty much running through the level trying to catch up with him. You will not fail the mission unless you do not rescue the daughter. If you don't kill the bandit leader, you will not fail. You'll just get a lower grade. And the place I just ran through is a supply base. You take care of that by defeating the officer. The officer is somebody that's 2 times stronger than you most of the time, and it helps to have multiple people with you unless you have an ungodly amount of attack on your weapon, because it's extremely hard. And also, that person standing there with the twin fans is my bodyguard. You get bodyguards in the game, and I don't want to get into too much how you find them, because I'm going to leave that for the grinding video. And Liquid Adhesive will explain that to you a little more. And I'm also not going to, I'm not going to try to explain the controls at all, as much as I can, because Malik will be describing those for you as well. And as you just saw, the bandit leader escaped, but I completed the quest with a grade E. So with that said, each weapon also has its own celebration victory and losing. And now pretty much what is going to happen is we're going to go and start the next quest. But first, we have to accept all of our results. And the item I found was a Mushu container that raises my Mushu faster or fills it automatically. Don't remember which one because it's different from this game than it is in the actual regular Dynasty Warriors. But as soon as you get done with the mission, you can leave your room and you have to go back to the person you accepted the quest to and turn it in. And you get a reward and level up your stats for the town. And then if you want, you can accept another mission. And now I'm going to show you the second mission, which is gather 200 weapons, or in other terms, get 200 kills. Well, if you're just starting, you probably got confused by that, like I did whenever I first started this game, back when it first came out. But after trying this a couple times, you know, you catch on. 200 weapons means 200 kills. And what I'm doing now is, again, looking through my weapons, deciding which one I want. I was debating about using my level 2 claws, but I stopped. And what I'm going to do now is pick another item. And I'm picking the flask with 3 slots, so I can up my attack right away again. This mission, you start out in the middle of the field, and you have bases around you. What the bases are used for is, you pretty much cap a base to lure enemies in to attack it. And what that does is it gives you more people to fight. You'll see in the beginning how sporadic the people are if you do not capture the bases. How hard this mission would be if you do not also, capture the bases. That's what I'm showing right here in the beginning. Is you have, if you're lucky, 2 groups of 4 to 8, and you That one I got 9 kills from it, so there was less in each group. And I'm pretty much running around looking for more people. And that's what the mission is if you don't capture bases. So, you know, you take care of a couple more people, and I got 14 kills here within 30 seconds. And now there's nobody else for the next 30, pretty much. Oh, about 10. So that's a lot of time you're wasting. And it just flashed on the map where the bases are and told me to capture the bases to lure the enemies out. That is the most important thing I can say about this. And each base in this one is kill the enemy troops to take over the base. So you have to do 3 rotations around the base to kill each group of enemies. The enemies will be in the corners like how in the first mission we had captains. The enemies are in the same spot, but there's no captains. So you have to do the same maneuver I did against the captains, but 3 times. And as the people spawn, you can run around and get people to follow you. It's the easiest way to save time. Is to get the people to follow you. And then you stop, and then you turn around and attack. Most of the time your attack will be high enough to kill most of them in one combo. And then the one thing you want to make sure you do is keep people from falling on the ground. Why? Because as you just saw on that last enemy that I had to kill in that run, they like to stay on the ground for a couple seconds. That's a big time waster when doing the time missions like the promotion quest. With that, you know, you have to do 3 complete circles around. And that time I actually stopped and got myself not to move and run around and collect everybody to save some time. I wanted to show you how long, you know, it took to just go to each corner and kill in 2 groups instead of just 1. Now I'm running outside and look at this. There's a lot of people here. But there could be more. So I'll show you how this one is. You know, I just sit there and take them out. One by one. Actually, I just skipped ahead and took care of the other base so there's more people. As you see all those flasks, I get a lot of people. And I just upgraded my combos, which is the 7th one. And now I am just fighting and fighting. I already got over 200 kills, which, with that, the mission doesn't stop when you get 200. You have the complete time limit to get as many kills as you like. I found it the best thing to do is pretty much get those 2 bases that I captured, bottom one and then the one in the direct middle, and just run between them and getting people around you. One thing I will state, when you get 7 flasks after upgrading your combos 3 times, you get a 4th option, which is advanced. This option pretty much lets you have a special skill activated for a short period of time. And what my skill is I double my life, as you see. My life bar extends to the max, and then goes up just a little bit more, because my life isn't super upgraded. If it was, you would see that green part, the lighter green, the neon color, be almost halfway through. So I'm currently saving up to upgrade that to get more life. It helps when actually having to fight actual generals, the real generals from the game, because sometimes in PvP battles they spawn. So, you know, level up your gear or your weapons to the point of that it benefits you. And you can continuously use that skill if you want to, like mine, it doubles my life, as long as I collect 7 flasks before that timer runs out. Then I can use it again. And that is the amazing thing about the weapon I'm using, because I enjoy that. Now, I want to make sure you guys understand is, this mission ends at the time limit. You can kill as many people as you want, you just have to make sure you have at least 200 kills. The more kills you get, the better grade you'll get, and the better reward and XP you'll have. That is the main thing to know about this mission and the other missions. Get a better grade on your quest, and you'll get better rewards and better XP. Now that I completed that, I had 785 and it was an A rank. If I remember right, to get an S rank, to get the best reward, you have to have 1,000 kills. And because I wanted to show you the differences in killing them in different ways, I didn't get the full 1,000. But that is okay, I still got an A rank, and I am happy about that. Now, one other thing to mention, after each mission, you see your review of your missions, and pretty much your weapon goes down on the temper, and your bodyguard levels up, and you pretty much have to just go and turn in the quest. I want to make sure to state, if you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share all of the sub-videos on this, and let us know what you want to see. The more views we get, the more you get to see of the game. So I hope you all enjoyed.